by giving to a variety of different charities. Our next guest says, don't forget friends and family while you're at it. Financial planner Rob Wilson is here with smart ways to give the gift of money to others and to yourself as well. Rob, hey, how are you?
I am terrific. How are you?
Good, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Let's talk about those ideas. I imagine what, trusts, savings, bonds, what are we dealing with?
Well, there's a number of different things that you can do, and I know if any of these, especially guys out there are like me, I know you're going to be rushing to the mall over the next couple of days and frantically trying to finish your shopping.
Last minute stuff.
You got it. But in addition to the sweaters and ties and probably bad ties that are going to be given this year, I think you can.
You did okay. I
try to keep myself together. But in addition to those things, I think you can really give some smart financial gifts over the holiday season, and those gifts can truly be the gifts that keep on giving. So you're right. I think one of the first things are savings bonds. Savings bonds are a very popular way to and a gift to give to your children. First of all, I think it helps you teach your kids about saving and lets them understand the different instruments that are out there. So Christmas seems to be all about spending most of the time, but you can teach your kids a little bit about savings if you get a savings bond.
Nice.
They're reliable, low risk, guaranteed by the government, and you can get them right now. You can still get them at a local bank, but you can also go online, treasurydirect.gov, and you can purchase savings bonds there as well.
And just so I know, you'll buy a savings bond in whatever amount you want, $100, $1,000,
right.
And it matures in a certain number of years? And
say up to 30 years.
Does it continue to earn interest and get larger, Rob?
It does. So basically, you buy it at a discount, and it grows over time. So I actually just found a bunch of savings bonds that my mother purchased for me when I was very young. So that's, nice to find some money in a safe deposit box somewhere. So that's pretty cool. And you can track the value of it on that website. And even if you lose them, if you get a paper ticket and you lose them, you can have them replaced electronically on that website.
There's
as well.
A record.
Because they track it by your social security number.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Another good idea is to get your child one share of stock. So there's a site called oneshare.com. And so there are popular companies out there for kids like Disney, Apple, or McDonald's. You can start them off being an investor by getting them one share of stock. You get the certificate in the mail, hang it up on the wall, and that way they know they actually own that company, and maybe they'll start tracking how that company does in the market.
Follow it and see how it goes up and down, and then maybe down the road you add to it, or they add to it.
You can buy more, absolutely. So very good way to teach your kids. And then also you can give the gift of education this holiday season by contributing to a 529 or a Coverdale education plan. Individuals can give up to $13,000. A married couple can do 26, and you can actually use a 5-year forward gifting with those limits and do up to $65,000 for an individual or $130,000 for a married couple.
Now, why is that, Rob, better than just purchasing a mutual fund, let's say, and or some kind of money market fund and setting it aside for the kid and just letting it grow over the years?
Sure, because of the tax benefits. Because if you save that and it grows on a tax-deferred basis, if you take that money out and use it for certain college expenses, it's not taxed.
Even if you're using it for a child or a grandchild's education?
Absolutely. You take that money out for college expenses, it's not taxed again. So you want to do that for the tax benefits.
Oh, if you do the Coverdale
or the 529 plan,
but if you just buy a mutual fund.
If you do a mutual fund and you take it out and use it for college, they're going to tax you.
Oh, gotcha.
So you want to use these plans for the tax benefits.
So that's the real benefit. Okay.
Right. So you also don't want to forget about your friends and family. And what's better than getting some cold hard cash, at Christmas time?
Yeah.
I know you talked about gift cards a little earlier, but with those gift cards, first of all, 10% of them go unused. You have to use them at the store. And if you are going to buy those cash-based gift cards like American Express or Visa, usually you have to pay a fee to do that.
A little bit
So
more,
if you want to give cash, just give them cash. Again, you can give up to $13,000 with no tax implications. And one thing that I think is pretty novel.
What does that mean, real quickly?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's no gift tax on that. So if you give over $13,000, you have to pay a gift tax to someone. So under 13, you're good.
Good. Okay.
So I think you can also pay for somebody to get advice. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a financial advisor. But, if you have parents who maybe haven't done their estate planning, or someone that just needs to get their act together, you can pay for them to have an appointment with a financial advisor. And the best gifts are usually something that they wouldn't necessarily buy for themselves anyway. So I think that's something novel that you can give this year.
And you're speaking of buying for yourself now. Let's talk about gifts for yourself real quickly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Almost out of time.
You want to try to fund your IRA, you can do $5,000 this year, $6,000 if you're over 50. Gift to charity, you can help your favorite organization. You get a tax deduction. Use some tax credits out there. That first-time home buyer is still there. and the energy efficient appliances. If you buy those, you get those. So don't give Uncle Sam a big Christmas gift this year. And the last thing, look for unclaimed property, unclaimed.org. You can see if your rich uncle left you something that you didn't know about.
Wouldn't that be nice? Real quickly now, the appliances. So if I'm buying a new furnace, or if I'm installing a hot water heater, does it pay for me to get the high end, the most?
It does. If it's energy efficient, you get a $1,500 tax credit.
Oh, my. Okay, good. Well, that's great to know. Rob, pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
So good to see you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you, my friend. For a link to the website that Rob mentioned, or the several websites, and more on the advice that he offered here today on Money Monday, just go to kdka.com/PTL. We've got it posted for you, folks.